I should begin this project by introducing the Perennialist School, also known as Traditionalism. However, I will dispense with giving an outline of its history or an exhaustive account of its major tenets. Instead, I'm simply going to provide a succinct overview of its essential postulates as a reference point for viewers who are unfamiliar with this significant intellectual movement. Perennialists hold that there is one ultimate reality, known by many different names, that transcends all concepts and categories. It is infinite in the proper sense that it is limitless. No positive statement can be made about it. It cannot be said to be X, because then it would be limited to X. In other words, it would not include what lies beyond X. Since we clearly cannot grasp something that surpasses all limitations, ultimate reality makes itself knowable to us by limiting itself. This means that it assumes a set of symbolic forms, or expedient means, as the Buddhists would say. Because it is boundless, it can limit itself in more than one way. This is to say, ultimate reality is able to express itself through more than one set of sacred symbols. These symbolic languages are the wellsprings of the different mythologies, religions, and sapiential traditions. Because any one set of symbols have to exclude something, have to be limited in some way, different sets of symbols will appear to be mutually exclusive, even though they are expressing the same truth. These different sets of symbols are the different world religions, both the universal religions, Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam, and the so-called ethnic or folk religions, the most well-known being Taoism, Confucianism, Hinduism, and Judaism. Perennialists believe that there is a plurality of true religions, although this does not mean that all religions are true. In line with the teaching common to all bona fide religions, Perennialists see human history as a process of decline, considered as a falling away from a primordial perfection, coupled with a forgetting of ultimate reality. Value is defined by Perennialists as synonymous with ultimate reality. Anything is good insofar as it serves to reconnect us to the absolute. So, while progress may be possible in certain discrete fields of human endeavor, for example, scientific knowledge, technology, or even some kinds of moral behavior, none of this amounts to progress as such. At best, it does not point us towards ultimate reality, and, at worst, it directs us away from it. While Perennialists view the entire course of human history as exhibiting a slow qualitative degradation over time, they overlay this notion with a twofold division: tradition and modernity. Tradition, which prevailed during most of human history, refers to a period when people possessed a fundamental awareness of ultimate reality that was the cornerstone of their civilizations. Despite the gradual erosion of this awareness, the study of ultimate reality is what is called metaphysics. So, we can call traditional societies metaphysically grounded societies. Modernity, by contrast, refers to that relatively recent epoch when civilizations became unmoored from their metaphysical foundations. For Perennialists, modernity is negative in two senses. Firstly, it is negative in that it is defined by what it does not have, i.e., a grounding in sacred metaphysics. Secondly, in the sense of being bad. Since the absolute is the source of all value, traditional societies are essentially good, whatever their unavoidable human shortcomings, in that they are founded upon ultimate reality, or, as Plato would say, the good, the true, and the beautiful. Modernity cannot but be bad insofar as it has been sundered from the source of all good. Having emerged in the West, at the earliest in the nominalist-realist split, at the latest during the Renaissance, it rapidly spread to many other parts of the world during the ensuing centuries. Today, almost the whole of humanity can be considered modern in this sense. These, then, are the principles which serve as the basis of what we will call political perennialism, the subject of this channel. To summarize, there are a plurality of true religions based on a single divine source. History is a process of decline, and history can be divided into metaphysically grounded tradition and modernity, which rejects the metaphysical dimension of human existence altogether. A final word before concluding. Perennialists are sometimes divided into Genonians and Schuonians, followers of René Guénon and Fritjof Schuon respectively. I'm comfortable being seen as a Guénonian, but only in the sense that my primary influence is the Frenchman, being more familiar with his work and frankly finding it easier to understand, although I'm told I'm unusual in this regard. So Guénon is my primary point of reference, although in no sense do I ignore Schuon, with whom I side on many points where the two differ, such as the validity of Protestant Christianity and the traditional nature of Buddhism. If you value my work, I'd be most grateful if you would like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with anyone you think might be interested. If you would like to support me in working on this project, I'd be deeply thankful if you would consider becoming a regular supporter through Patreon or making a one-time donation through Ko-fi, links in the description.